It's Merida and Jones, and I am not Merida.
I'm Merida.
And I'm Jones. Happy birthday, Mickey.
Happy birthday, Mickey. Hey, look what I got.
Oh, she just got her first real Mickey Mouse watch.
And his hands move. Yeah.
We wish we were there with you right now, Mickey.
We were watching on TV all the party stuff. It looked like a lot of fun. I said I thought we should come for the 100th birthday party.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Because that would be pretty special. Like 100 years, but 90 is still pretty great.
Also, I've only been to Disneyland and Disney World. I really would like to get a look at Shanghai, so Shanghai might be a thing.
Shanghai sounds so cool.
Yeah. If you haven't looked online, like on YouTube, at the Pirates of the Caribbean version in Shanghai Disney World,
wow,
it's super.
And we love pirates.
So when was the first time you saw Mickey in person at Disneyland?
Oh, I was like 12.
12?
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. How about you?
Would have been 1985.
How old were you?
And I was like 23. Sorry, getting old. Yeah, I was 23.
Yeah. But my first time at Disney World was in January of 2018. And we've been 4 times this year. And we're planning our 5th trip for Christmas.
In 18 days. In 18 days,
So
we're going
excited.
to the Christmas party, which we've never done.
So we went to the Halloween party in September. And we are going to do a post about that. But we did learn a couple of things about
Halloween party?
the Halloween party.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you want to know one? If you go to the Halloween party, realize that this is Orlando, Florida, and it's really warm.
Hot.
So
Hot.
if you're dressed with this sort of a beaver felt fur cap and a leather jacket and all the other stuff that Indiana Jones has, you will sweat like through the jacket. So be really careful. Have something cool.
You might not, but he did.
Have something cool, but have something cool, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we just had to kind of air conditioning hop through the night. I was wearing a Merida long sleeve dress, and I was hot enough, but yeah, we actually strategized about actually going from indoors to indoors. We were not able to take the heat, so we got lots of compliments. The cast members loved our costumes and said it makes their nights. They love party nights. They love being able to see the people dressed up. And we loved it too, but there weren't as many people like really dressed up. It would be fun if way more people actually really dressed up.
Number 2, it's so cool when you see people dressed up. Try to make an effort to actually do that.
Yeah.
Dress up with more than just like a cap on or something like that.
And,
Number 3.
Follow the rules. Read the rules online. They are posted, but they're a little vague. Like, we read the rules, and specifically the rule that related to nothing that looks like a weapon applied to both of us, because I was carrying a bow
As Merida.
and also a quiver that would have had like fake dowel arrows. But we actually called and talked to them, and she said, absolutely not on the arrows. I was like, even if they're just like wood and no tips? And she said, no. So I brought the ends with just the feathers. I had some made like short, and I stuck them in a foam thing and like stuck it in there. And I made it through security. They didn't give me a hard time. And my bow, it was actually a takedown bow, so it was not fully assembled when I went through, but it's a pretty tall bow. And so while I was waiting in line to get my wristband, they came up to me and actually told me that my bow was too long, but they were happy that it didn't have a string on it. And as long as I kept carrying it the way I was carrying it, which was basically straight up and down along my body, they weren't going to give me a hard time about it. But then, of course, you have your own.
So I had a 10-foot bullwhip with me as part of my costume. And then I decided to just manufacture in my head that it would be okay, because they sell kind of kid versions of bullwhips at the Indiana Jones Adventure at Hollywood Studios, which are not like the real thing. And so it was fine. They took it and they kept it. They keep something that they take at the Halloween party. They'll keep it up front at the customer relations, and the party goes later. Then that's open. So then they move it over to City Hall, just inside of Magic Kingdom. But of course, that's like an iconic part of the costume. So,
however,
yeah, what?
Plenty of people. More people recognized him, even without the whip, than knew who I was. All the little girls knew who I was, and the cast members, of course. But plenty of people were just like, Dr. Jones. Like, they knew who you were.
It was fine.
So that's why he wouldn't take off the hat and the jacket. He was dying, but he was like...